Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about one of the newest basketball shoes from Under Armour. Yes, Under Armour, and this is their Spawn 7. So retail price is 120 US dollars. That is a bummer because previously the Spawn series has been priced at 100 bucks. I'm sure a lot of you have read that Steph Curry has now parted ways with Under Armour, ending their 12-year partnership. We do agree that it worked out well for both sides while it lasted, right? It's been a good run. Anyways, this series has some special meanings in a sense. The first model of this line, Anatomic Spawn, was the very first shoe that Steph wore after signing with Under Armour. At some point last year, or was it the year before, they brought it back and did a Curry Spawn Floatrol, the high top. Yeah, that was the beginning of everything, before all his signature shoes and his own brand. I think he might as well just carry on with Curry brand as a separate entity, instead of signing a new deal with another major brand. But it'll be very fascinating to see what happens next. We were so not used to seeing him in Nikes again. You know, a lot of you said Li Ning Curry. I don't see that happening. But I've heard Rigor going like, oh, should we sign Steph? Even if he's within budget, he's not your type, no? As to how the Spawn 7 performs, cushion is okay and on the thinner side. There's a tiny bit of bounce to the midsole. That's it. According to their product description, it also says on the shoe, this uses their Hover Plus cushioning wrapped in micro G. I honestly did not feel anything different from their other models with a traditional micro G midsole. This setup does reduce impact pretty well, but it's certainly not the bouncy type. Not very plush on feet either. I do like how light they are, only about 375 grams for size 10.5. You'll feel very quick wearing these. No excessive weight anywhere that slows you down on the court. And maybe most importantly, they retain the key identity of the series, an amazing core feel and smooth transition from front to back. The Spawn 3 and 4 had a crazy curve shape. Starting from the 5, they settled things down a little bit to make it flatter in general. But regardless, it's just a super smooth ride. No better way to describe it than the word smooth, in my opinion. Traction is also about average. There is no squeak. It is completely silent, but it also does get the job done. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's got a wavy traction pattern. The rubber feels firm in hand, not too soft. So far, I've had these for about 2 months. Never had a case where I was sliding dangerously in these. Nope. And given how sturdy the outsole feels, I do think it'll be durable enough for outdoor use. Yes. If you normally play on very dusty courts, the good thing is that dust doesn't tend to get trapped in between the grooves here. It's easy to wipe off. With the fit, so I went true to size and it fits me well. I feel like I could have gone down a half size too if I wanted it to be more snug, because these guys have a very wide base, spacious in both the toe box and midfoot. That's great news for our fellow wide footers. If you're looking for a roomy fit that doesn't squeeze your feet in any particular area, here it is. In terms of containment, support and all that, this is a very ideal shoe for flat footers like myself. No soreness experience wearing these. Material, there's nothing too special about it. The majority of the upper uses like a jersey mesh. Pretty nice to the touch. No pinching, no discomfort anywhere. It conforms to my movements really well, and breathability is decent too. Sometimes I'd prefer to have a simple upper like this, one that stays in shape nicely over time. Doesn't start folding or creasing too much. Not a plasticky material. Not bad. Overall, yeah, despite the price increase, this shoe brings a set of benefits. 1, very wide foot friendly. 2, outdoor friendly. 3, comfy, smooth ride. It's super easy to use. You don't have to spend a long time trying to break it in. It doesn't cause any foot pain for me after a long set. With a nice discount, I'd say cop if you're okay with the design. As always, let me know your thoughts on the Spawn 7 in the comments. Where does Under Armour go from here? Or where does Steph and his Curry brand go from here? We'll find out. Feel free to drop down your predictions too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.